Hello, kindergarten. Today in art class, I'm going to show you how to draw a cozy owl like this one. I know that we've been learning about owls in our other classes, so today we're going to draw one that has a scarf and a hat to help keep it warm. So, to begin, you're going to need a blank piece of paper. You will also need something to draw with. Probably just a pencil would be best, but I'm just using a Sharpie so you can see my lines a little bit better. So, our very first step is to draw the top of the head. We're going to draw a line that kind of curves just a little bit towards the top of our paper. And then we're going to draw two small triangles on either side of that line. They're not super big like fox ears. These are actually feathers on the top of an owl's head that kind of look like ears. Next, we're going to draw two lines to create the side of the head. So just continue those ears straight down, not all the way to the bottom, not all the way to the middle, but just a little bit farther down than they were. Now we're going to draw our scarf. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw two lines, one that curves out on this side, and then one that curves out on this side. Now I'll draw another line to connect the top of those ones, and another one to connect the bottom. So there's the beginning of our super cozy little scarf. Now I'm going to add the part of the scarf that hangs down. So not all the way on the side, but a little bit closer to the middle. I'm going to draw two lines that go down towards the bottom. If you wanted to make a super long scarf, you could make it go all the way to the bottom. But I want it to be this length, and then I'll just connect those two lines with a zigzag line. Now I'm going to finish drawing my body. So I'm going to imagine where the body would keep going from where the head was. It's not going to be as wide as the scarf because remember, our scarf is a little bit wider than the body. So we're going to use some overlapping. The scarf is overlapping, and we're going to draw a U shape that connects the body and the head. Now we just need to add some wings and some feet to our body. So to add wings, I'm going to start a little bit in from the side at the bottom of the scarf and make a curved line that goes down and to the side. Same thing on this side. Your scarf might be covering up where the wing is, so you might not even have to draw another wing. But my wing will show, so I'm going to draw down and then to the side. So now I have my two wings. My feet we're going to keep nice and simple. Just draw a straight line. And then two lines go out. We're going to add our second foot. There we go. We're doing great so far. Remember, you can pause this video if you need to catch up with any steps, rewind it if you need to see a step again. If it feels like I'm moving quickly, just pause it for a minute and get caught up. Now we're going to add a hat and the face. Let's start with the face. The first step I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a rainbow line to really kind of define where the face is. So not right at the side of the face, but a little bit in from the side. I'm going to start a line that goes up. It doesn't quite touch the top, but it gets pretty close. And it doesn't quite touch the other side, but it gets pretty close. So I've just drawn a line that looks like a rainbow. Now we can add our eyes and our beak. So my eyes are just going to be two circles. I like to put them far apart, but you could put them close together. You could put them as big or as small as you want. Now, just like I did with my fish a couple days ago, I'm going to draw another smaller circle inside. And some people like to color the small circle black to make it look like it's looking a certain direction, but what I like to do to make it look a little cuter is to leave the small circle white and then color in everything else. So I've colored in the rest of the eye black, but I'm leaving the small circle white. And what that is it looks like a reflection. So it looks like there's light shining and it's reflecting off of a black eye. Now I'm going to add a little beak. I like to put the beak right up in between the eyes to make our face look a little bit more small. And so I will draw a line that goes straight across. And at first it's going to look pretty silly. It looks like that's a tiny mouth up here. But that's just the top of the beak. Now I'm going to draw a U shape or like a V shape right in between. So there's our little face. Now I'll show you how to draw a hat. Let's start by drawing 2 lines right next to where we drew the triangle shapes. And then we're going to connect those 2 lines with a slightly curved line. And mine is really close to the top of my paper. You might be in the same situation. You might not have room for a hat, and that's okay. Next, I'm going to draw a kind of half circle right on top of that. So there's that. And then I want to add a pom-pom, but I don't quite have enough room. So I'm going to draw my pom-pom like kind of on the border of that. But if you have room, then you should draw your pom-pom right on top. But right here, I'll go ahead and add a pom-pom. And there's a line going through it because where my hat is, but I'll just kind of color that in a little bit so that line looks like it's supposed to be there. And there we go. Here is our cozy owl drawing. And tomorrow we are going to add some color and details. So don't color it today. We're just drawing. Have fun, everybody.